See guys, so what I need to do now is just my work over here. I have to be able to do my nice and beautiful life over here. And there's so much work to do that I'm realizing something very quickly. That I'm doing my nice and beautiful work over here. So I get $53.25 just for cigarettes. I never did it for cigarettes, I did it so that my dad can have cigarettes. And I never again will get him cigarettes ever again. So I just say cigarettes. Just say cigarettes. Say cigarettes and a little bit that way. So what I'm doing now is helping myself to see straight away that I'm learning quickly about helping myself to improve, and I need to always understand that the tongue is how you speak with tongue. You have to understand to use your tongue, guys, to speak. So what I want to do is I want to go on my nice and beautiful dictionary over here, which is my YouTube channel, and I want to do this nice and beautiful shot over here of managing my videos. And I want to manage my videos so I can go and do much greater. So I can go and click playlists, and I can go into a nice and beautiful zone over here, and a little bit that way. And that's how it's going to be for myself. So I'll let that be. I see now it works out for me to show myself differently here.
Say hello, guys. Understand that what's important, guys. This is my nice and beautiful track. I die shall never kill.
And it's working out.
I die shall never kill comes from the Ten Commandments of God.
I see it's working out for me.
And I understand I dedicate this one to Jesus Christ. You must understand this.
I see now, yep. I see now every single day I'm learning something new. I'm making sure no matter what that I have everything I need. I thank you as well. I thank you all the time that no matter what, I'm looking for the answer over here all the time. I'm looking for something that's actually helping me grow. I'm actually understanding straight away that I'm learning to never procrastinate, but I'm learning to move ahead of the game quickly. And I have to go and really dwell upon helping myself to do some work. And I have some work to do, guys. I have some work to encourage myself to do better over here. And how do I do better, guys? I do better through making sure that I'm learning that it's never about sex with other people, guys. Actually, you have to stay more beautiful than that, and make sure that you understand straight away that it's more about you being able to never procrastinate, but being able to talk all day long instead of sleeping. But if you're reading, then guess what? If you're reading something, then you may tend to be falling asleep sometimes. But what happens is try to understand straight away to love your life differently, guys. Where you're actually loving your life in a way that you're growing yourself. And you have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel different. But I feel I deserve sexy all the time. I deserve anything that's sexier in life. So that's why I just stick alone. I just stick to myself. I'm a loner. I always go alone throughout life, because I find myself that my true friend is where I am in life. I am my only true friend in life, and I feel that's to be true. So it's much more how I feel. I'm doing my work. I'm doing what I set out to do. I'm doing everything that I can to succeed. So the best thing I can do every single day is learn to communicate more words. But Jesus Christ also says that he also just reads Jesus Christ reads his own life only and does business by himself. And Jesus Christ reads the world around him, what he can do in terms of his world around him, and that's what he does. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning also to go that way, and I'm learning to help myself to really help myself to do greater in terms of life. So I'm actually understanding that as I plan my life in audio, I'm doing a much more greater job for myself to live my life differently. And life is different because I'm learning how to never laugh at people. I'm learning how to just go and grow something in life, and I'm learning how to actually live my life differently. So as I really live my life differently, I'm learning the best strategies that I can. I'm learning the nice and beautiful ways of life I can learn with. I'm learning how to demonstrate much better patterns of thinking, and I'm different in terms of how I am in front of people. And I'm learning all the time that if you want to be in front of people, that you have to grow yourself, and you have to know yourself, and you have to know who you are, which is the word I. I promise you, the word I is who you are. I promise you, although that's why I'm understanding I am the way. I am the way, always. I'm always the way. I promise you, although that's why you guys have to love your life differently, and you have to go and be something much greater for yourself. So I'm understanding that when I'm alone, I can do my work when I'm alone, and I find myself very much coming alive when I'm alone, and it's much more easier for me to explain myself when I'm alone, and I'm doing much more greater as well throughout my life because I can be alone and I can actually do life alone. But my sinuses are opening up now to breathe through my nose, and I see straight away how people are just traveling the world and they're doing their own thing throughout life, and they're going a bunch of times around the world, and they're actually just performing in front of people, and they have tour dates. I mean, they have tour dates and people want to see those people, and I understand straight away how I'm growing myself, and people have a website. They have a website, and it's much better to have a website for yourself where you can go and showcase yourself as a professional, and I'm understanding that. I'm understanding that it's much more how I feel as well. So I realize I'm never a waste of money, but I'm learning to make money. I'm learning to always control myself differently. I'm learning to just have potential over here to be able to go and grow my business. So my business is growing all the time. I'm always growing my business somehow. I'm actually learning how to always grow myself regardless of the situation. And I'm learning how to always develop strategies to help myself to deliver information. I put myself in the zone to look at life differently, and as I look at life differently, I'm always renaming my categories. I'm renaming something new about myself differently, and I'm making sure I have that nice and beautiful theory of life to be able to study differently and to be able to nicely improve myself. So guess what? Actually, it's much more how you need to actually grow yourself. But if you grow yourself differently, then you look the best, and you look you look and feel the best when you're doing less pleasure in life. But if you're eating too much, apparently it looks ugly when you're eating too much. Actually, if you're doing pleasures of this world too much, then it looks ugly. Actually, doing pleasures of this world looks ugly always. And now I'm never ugly, but make sure you understand that Jesus Christ says delayed gratification. And if you delay gratification, then you shall also reap rewards by Jesus Christ's sample and staple in life, and by his sample and by his sentence, you shall reap rewards. I realize if you just listen to Jesus Christ, you shall also reap rewards, and you shall also prosper. You have to understand that Jesus Christ is always here for you, and you have to understand straight away. You have to understand straight away to always acknowledge Jesus Christ in life, and just be very, very compassionate about Jesus Christ and the Holy Bible around life, and be able to make that your sole goal to teach people something about life. I see. So for myself now, since I have this nice and beautiful way of life over here, I'm looking to help myself to deliver information. And it's been 2-hour videos. I did upload 2 hours of video online quickly, and I understand I want to upload these images online. And now these images are something different, and I'm understanding that no matter what, that since I'm actually studying the architecture of uploading something online, I'm learning to upload all my files online so I can actually do my life much greater. And here we go. I promise you, it's more how I'm getting ahead of the game now. I'm getting ahead of my business because my business is solely talking words to you guys. So as I talk more words to you guys, I'm learning the differences very fast. I say notes, say over here notes, and I'm learning to persuade myself to grow and to love myself and to understand something about life as well, which is just being able to understand straight away how to grow myself in life. So as I grow myself in life, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. I'm looking for ways to improve myself. I'm looking for ways to help myself to be alone far more than with anybody else, because they are never the way. And I can see how boring people get. Guys. So you must understand that if you want to do something to help your life, then make sure that you're alone throughout life. And if you're alone throughout life, then you can understand straight away how you can deal your life much greater. And you must never waste time. So for myself at least, I'm never exhausted, but I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life always. I'm always looking for better ways of helping myself to grow. So that's why I'm learning. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life, guys. So every single day, I need to go and grow myself. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking at my details over here. See FLP files, going in the bin. See test, you go in the bin. See now, this is the thing about these ones. See now, see it's more how you guys have to understand straight away that as soon as I do something nice and beautiful, as soon as I do something nice and beautiful, I seek to help myself to see exactly what I need to do to succeed. So that's why I'm learning that nice and beautiful deal, the deal of life. So this one is 243 and this one is 5. So I just go and grow myself differently, guys. I make sure that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for something to do. But the only aspect of life that you must be doing is yourself. And you must be doing yourself, guys, and you must be learning about life, how to grow yourself, and you must be understanding how to enjoy your life differently. But if you're enjoying your life, then guess what? If you enjoy your life differently in better ways, then you can also modify it in a better way. So when you're looking at properties in terms of the file, look at the modified number and you can see the modified words, and you can understand straight away the modified word and how it actually grows you and what you can do about it. But it's more how I feel. It's either you do your own work, such as this, or you have to work a 9 to 5 for other people. So what do you want to do? I mean, it's either you work the better way or you actually are losing. So what do you want? I mean, make sure you understand that you have to go and grow yourself differently, and you have to understand straight away that it's worth it for you to do your own work. But the more of your own work you do, the more passionate you are about it, the more you can succeed in that life. And eventually people want to see you because you give such a great service about what you do that people want to see you eventually, because you're just such a great individual. So no matter what, that as I grow myself now, I'm looking for better ways of dealing with my life. So that's done. And what I want to do now also is just upload that, and then I want to help myself to upload a Zonify radio show, and then I want to help myself to deliver content much greater. And I understand that it's much more how with a Zonify I want to help myself to listen to it, but it's much more how I feel to never scratch my bum hole, so I can have no rushes, so that I can do a greater job. So it's just the way it is. But no matter what, then once I do that, then I can go and do something else. But I'm getting through my work, I'm getting through the work, I'm getting through what I need to do, and it's just building blocks. I mean, just focus on one task and finish it, and focus on one task and finish it, and focus on one task and finish it. Actually now, it's much more how it is. So if you're focusing on yourself at least, then you're focusing on helping yourself to do better. But guess what? I mean, stick to yourself and stick to being alone much more than being with other people. I see it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, if you're learning how to do better, just make sure you never pick up cigarettes. Make sure that you're never smoking cigarettes, guys. I mean, make sure you're doing something to help your life to succeed, and make sure that you can help yourself to have a greater time with yourself, because it's just the way it is. So it's much more how life is pressuring me to grow, and life is saying, hey, if you never grow, then it gets harder. I mean, life gets harder if you never grow. So what you can do is be ahead of the content and be ahead of the actual labels of life. So what I want to do is I want to fold my portable speaker. There's never my portable speaker, but I want to fold my trolley. I want to make some more space around here. And what's the time as well? I mean, 7:20. What else I have to do? I have to get my medication. I have to place my medication on, and that way I'm learning something. Yeah, I'm learning to dwell upon my life to be much greater than yesterday. I'm learning to help myself to do much more about my life. But that's how you guys have to do it as well. And you guys have to dwell upon your life to be much more than it is. And that's what I'm doing. I realize all I'm doing is I'm clearing space over here. I'm making some more space to help myself to sit around and to walk around, to make sure that my life is improving. So anyway, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to help myself to enjoy, and that's the best I can do. So if you guys understand something about my life, that life is like that. I mean, life is like in the way of you being alone throughout life, and I never kill anybody, but that's the thing. I mean, the thing is, be positive and understand straight away how I feel. I feel no matter what that I'm never losing, but I'm learning to understand. I can imagine Jesus Christ back in those days and how he was traveling around doing the Bible of God, and now there was a lot of work to do with Jesus Christ back then. I mean, Jesus Christ had a lot of work to do, and I understand that. I understand that it's much more how you have to understand straight away how much work Jesus Christ had to do. And today, I mean, you have to understand how much work you can do, but if you let God and let God, I promise you, you can then understand straight away that your legacy may fade away, but at least you let go and let God. I mean, understand? But I understand that my legacy is growing because I decide to make it grow. I decide to help my legacy grow, and I live in the words of life, and that's what I mean. I mean, everything that's good. I mean, everything in terms of life over here, in terms of my friends. I have no friends except I. I have no friends except I, because I have no time for friends except I. I only have time for I only have time for myself over here, because I understand that. I understand it's much more how it's just the way it is. But guys, you must understand that I'm somebody who values my time. I understand most people never value their time, and they have 20 friends and they fall apart with their friends. Mostly all their friends fall apart with themselves. I promise you. I know that it seems like a world that is against you. I know that it seems like the world's against you, but the world's never against you. Because if the world was against you, they'd be coming to kill you. I mean, understand? Actually, nobody's going to come kill you, because you can understand straight away you're still alive. I mean, in a sense, so just relax. I just want to show you guys that cigarettes never helps you do anything. So make sure you understand that I never want you to smoke cigarettes. I only want you to be someone far greater than cigarettes. Please. And just make sure you understand how to go throughout life. And so you understand straight away how I feel about life. And make sure you throw out the rubbish bin and throw out the rubbish bin, guys. And then that way you're learning. See, anyway, so just throw out the rubbish bin. See how I just do much greater. So you guys have to grow yourself. And my dad's always smoking cigarettes daily, and I never need cigarettes, but I do need fresh air. I mean, you must understand. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for ways to improve. I'm looking for ways to do life, and I'm looking for ways to improve myself and to grow myself. So I'm looking for better ideas. I have to record my life so I can speak to you guys, so I can learn much better how to talk, at least, because I'm learning how to talk with you guys. I'm learning how to talk with everything. So I'm learning how to become the best version of myself. So for myself at least, I need to get myself the rubbish bags. So every single day, if I'm growing myself completely, I'm never grabbing my dad any more cigarettes. I'm never getting him anything when he never wants it. I see, so when I offer something to somebody and they never want it, I never give it to them, ever. See, so I see, for me to offer to give my dad something now, I can. But the thing is that I keep offering, but if they never want to, or if they never ask me in the first place, it's more how I understand straight away. So if you're offering something, then offer it, and be able to offer a solution to whatever it is, and that way you'll be growing yourself in the best manner. So I'm understanding that. I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm learning how to have empathy toward myself over here, with how I speak, and with how I do, in terms of with how I do life as well. And it's much more how it is. So what I want to do is grow myself differently, and I'm learning the differences of art over here. I'm learning that my internet's going slowly over here, and a little bit I understand straight away how I need to read something, but I need to grow myself as well. So actually I want to go on my bed over here. I want to go on the bed and I want to just lay down and relax. I feel I've been losing my life over here, but nah. I have lots of information over here I can do in terms of my life. I can do lots of stuff with my life, but it's more how I feel. I'm grateful that I have a laptop at least. I'm grateful I can make music at least. I'm grateful about that. I'm grateful that I have a life at least. So I'm just making sure that you guys understand straight away that if I'm positive around life, that I'm learning. I'm learning how to open up about certain aspects of my life differently, and I'm showing you guys how I'm doing it. And I'm learning how to individually find the words to say individually. And I can make some nice and beautiful music, and I can make a short track. And if I make a short track now, I'm learning how I can learn to encourage myself to do so. I can make a nice and beautiful small remix track, but no, make some kind of music track. I can make a nice and beautiful music track right now with myself on my bed over here. I realize it's much more how I feel, that I want to make something work, and I'm learning how I can learn something to grow. I can talk to friends. I can talk to people. I can talk to somebody online. I'm not sure who to talk to. I mean, who can I talk to? See, Facebook, whereas I can talk to random people. But is it because I'm that way, or how do I do life? I'm learning how I'm different. I'm looking different. I'm helping myself to just browse the internet, and I'm browsing something, and I'm learning how to enjoy myself differently. I'm learning how people are different, but guess what? Pretty much it's more how I feel. I'm different Yeah, I'm different. I'm learning to just go on Facebook, and people are getting with people, for example, and they want to be friends, and they want to go out together, and they want to do something like that around each other. So I realize every single day I'm learning the difference between ourselves, and I'm learning how to be part of a community of people, and I'm learning how to help myself to deliver content. So I understand how I have to be part of the crowd as well. And I feel Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example, here, he's never part of the crowd, but he hangs around with the crowd. And you have to understand that. But he hangs around with the crowd outside of his house and stuff like that. And it's more how you have to feel yourself also doing that. And I feel this bedroom over here has faster internet for me personally. So I'm learning how to grow myself and my audience. See how to grow YouTube channel fast. So how to grow a YouTube channel. I see it's much more how I feel. I see, so it's all different. I see, so guys, with myself over here, that I figure out something that I realize about myself, that I never try to make people feel good around me, and it's more how I do that automatically, but it's more how I understand that, for coming from a nice and beautiful point of view, that what you can do to make people feel good around you is stay alone, but also speak to them much more and ask them how their day is, and speak to people much more often when you're around other people. But the thing is, I understand Jesus Christ says for me to do that in a better way, and it's more how I feel that no matter what, it's more how you have to make people feel good around you, and you have to make people feel good. But to make people feel good, then make sure that you make them feel that you are a loner, that you are on your own, and also just make sure you understand that people around you are also tending to always, let's say, reciprocate a better way of feeling good around you if you talk to them. But the more you talk to other people around you, the more you have less time for yourself. So what I want to do is give time only for myself, so I can feel good. I understand, I make myself feel good, and that way I make people around me feel good by giving them silence, and by making sure that I phase myself from talking to people. So I look to make sure that no matter what, in my life, I'm looking to talk to people less and less and less, while talk to myself more and more and more. And that way I make everybody feel good about myself. So I feel that no matter what, if you try to talk to too many people, then you have no time for yourself anymore. I mean, understand, because they are never the way, but you are the way. So that's what I'm understanding about life now. See guys, so what's important, guys, is realizing that for my YouTube channel over here, I have to do a better YouTube channel. And it's more how I feel that I'm doing my best. And now my best is yet to be done. And I'm understanding that I'm still doing my best regardless of the situation. But what I've realized in terms of what people are doing more than me in YouTube is they have more views and they're doing one number more than me. Or they're doing one number more than me, or they're doing one image more than me. Now, with images, I have the images, but they're doing numbers more than me. I mean, what are they doing more than me in terms of numbers? Or they're doing YouTube videos more than me. Or they're figuring out YouTube much more than me. So for me to tackle YouTube, I'm understanding that what I can do from another perspective is Daniel Locke told me some nice and beautiful tips, and it's Dan Locke. So Dan Locke gave me some tips, and he says, give people the notion to subscribe to your YouTube channel and learn how to advertise yourself on YouTube properly, and learn how to make videos on YouTube, and learn to get yourself a camera where you can go and develop your YouTube skills to post short content, real short content on YouTube, and just keep posting short content only, and forget the long content. And I was doing it otherwise. I was thinking otherwise. But the thing is, every single day is something like that I can do. I can do that. I can post short content onto YouTube, and it's no problem for me. But that's the thing. I mean, now I have to understand from now on to do that. And I have to try another way. I have to try something different. So from now on, my how-to courses go into motivational courses. And I'm just posting 1-minute videos on YouTube from now on about different scenarios, and let it be from now on. And I just do that from now on YouTube account, and everything else can be just a motivational video about life. And I can advertise myself on YouTube much better like this. And it's a quick video, it's a quick how-to topic, and my actual account starts growing very quickly. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that since that's the case, I'm excited. I'm actually exciting much more to deliver content for myself much quicker. But I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that since I'm actually doing my life much greater, I'm understanding that no matter what, that my YouTube channel is going uphill, but I'm advertising and I'm talking to people. And now, yeah, you must understand that if you engage people online, really, I can see straight away how the advertising of yourself online, by talking to people online and chatting to people online, can happen for you, and you can actually bypass time like this. And now, is it something that you want to do? I mean, there's a lot of chatting to go to talk to people online. And guess what? I promise you, if you understand straight away how I feel that no matter what, it's something that can happen. I say anyway, I can just really help myself to live in a greater predicament over here. So I'm looking to help myself to deliver messages of kindness. I say anyway. I see it's more how I feel. And if you're feeling great, then you have to understand straight away how you can deliver content differently, and you must understand how to help people with your side of things. So what I can do on YouTube is create small content, and I have TikTok as well, but TikTok is something different, and it's more documentary of yourself every single day. And I feel no matter what, that if I do this now, that I have no problem uploading videos online with my internet, and it can all be HD videos, and it can be going in through the nice and beautiful way of life. But I have to stay consistent on YouTube, and it's something that I can do, and it's more how I feel that I'm somebody who went overboard on YouTube videos the first year round, and I understand that people have no time to read it. So make videos that people have time to read with. I mean, in a sense of quick videos here and there, and I see how it is. So what I want to do now is help myself to deliver information. So now, since I'm actually doing that, I realize that Daniel Locke is doing much better videos than me, because he's much more professional than me, and he's showing cars in front of his videos, and he's showing full quality videos as well, and full quality HD videos as well. And he tells people to subscribe, and that's what I need to do as well. and I need to show people the button. I want to show people the button. I want to show people how to do that. So I mean how to show. So how to show. I say how to show subscribe. So I see how to show subscribe button on YouTube video. I see subscribe button on all your videos. See so there is a way. So anyway guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm teaching myself to grow, and I have my social worker coming up very soon. And now what I want to do is help myself to explain something. That with this YouTube stuff, I understand straight away that it's much more how they have no time to read from mine. So what I want to do is grow myself anyway. But I feel that it's much more the longer videos I do, the better, because I want to be documenting my life, don't I? But now, is it about popularity for me, or is it about producing content that's actually helping me grow? Now, it's more about producing content that helps me grow. And now, because I'm understanding straight away how I need to live my life and I need to talk all day long anyway, I'm actually understanding something. I'm understanding that no matter what, that life is different, and I see how much competition there is anyway. But the thing is that what's important for me is understanding that the longer videos I do, the better for me. And I understand straight away what I need to do. I need to help myself to grow. Now, that information I gave is a long information center, and it's a lot of information to give, but I want to be able to produce content and be able to plan my life forward. So what I do is I plan forward with my audio program, while I'm actually always giving content with my YouTube videos. So what I do now is I help myself to grow myself via video, and what I want to do is I want to create something for nothing. I want to make sure that you guys are hearing this straight away somehow. So I'm actually understanding to just plan my life. I'm planning my life on audio programs while also doing videos with YouTube, and I'm understanding straight away how I need to go and do that. I need to go and help myself to deliver information processes, and I'm actually understanding straight away how I need to go and grow myself anyway. So what I'm doing now is I'm planning my life in an audio program. So a little bit that way. I'm understanding that it's much more how I see how people are doing their actual aspects of life over here. I see how they go about making their dreams come true. And what I want to do, guys, is I want to help myself to deliver information. So doing a 1 hour video a day is too much for people, but let it be that way. Actually, that's how it's meant to be. Actually, it's meant to be too much for people. I mean, yes, and now it comes at the cost of my YouTube channel never growing. But listen, like this and like this, apparently if I go and do short videos, I still have to remember this, that people can find me much more on YouTube because I do short videos, but it's much more how I feel that I have to plan my life anyway. So I plan it in videos. I mean, every single time I make a training program, I plan to make myself much more in those programs. I plan to help myself to do greater. But you guys have to understand that when I'm really delivering content, I'm actually understanding to never scratch my bum at all and my bum area, so I can go and do greater. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver information. So I woke up today, I'm really feeling much more inclining to succeed. I want to check the American times over here to get myself a TIN number. I see a TIN number. I want to check what time it is in America so I can call America now. I have to call them anyway because I have to get myself the TIN number so I can go and get myself a nice and beautiful way of life where I can write down all this nice and beautiful content, and I can see American time. See, American time is 8:17 p.m. I see it's too late now for me to call them. So I see 3 hours ago. I see early in the morning from around 6 a.m. in the morning. I have to call them. So a little bit that way. I promise you now. As I grow myself differently, I'm looking to call America between the times I have to call America. So I realize every single day I have to call somebody over there to get my social security number, which is my TIN number. I have to send, which is a text identification number, so I can go and really study upon myself over here. But I do have a TIN number. I see over here. I see recover TIN number. I see now. It's much more how I have to proceed. I have to proceed forward with my TIN number, but I do have it somehow. I can see straight away. And what I want to do is, it's telling me to install some application over here. And I want to help myself to deliver information services. So what I'm doing is learning to understand straight away that it's much more about reading. So as I read, I'm developing myself. So I have to go and plan my life in a video. But if I do short videos here and there, actually the videos that are short videos can definitely happen. But the thing is that I'm realizing that people have no time to watch it. Actually now I do have time to watch my short videos. Actually short videos, yeah. I should have time to read short videos. Actually now 1 minute videos they can watch really quickly, and it's no problem. But over the course of my life over here, I realize I can make a big YouTube channel with all this information come true that I've been planning. And I realize now, am I going to be someone really popular in my lifetime? Probably, I hope so. But what I have to do is create content that people want to watch. I'm approaching now, what kind of content do people want to watch? Actually, I'm all about self-development and Jesus Christ and music production. I'm sure that all day long I understand how much videos there are in terms of how much I can upload online for free. And I have to stay consistent, of course. But that's the thing. I mean, as soon as I realize something, that I'm really understanding something now, it's more about me planning my life in a video program. And I can create small YouTube videos, and also I can create small YouTube videos, guys, while putting everything else into an audio program. And that's probably the best kind of deal for me, personally. And do I want to do that? I ask Jesus Christ what he does. Approach Jesus Christ says, keep going. Approach, it's more how I feel, that no matter what, that these nice and beautiful programs where I can get a video, and I can do a video quickly and upload it online quickly and stuff like that, is of great material and nature for me to do that for myself. And it's nice and beautiful for me to be able to grow myself this way. So I'm understanding something. I'm understanding how much more I can do. So what I want to do is grow myself differently. I want to help myself to elaborate much more about my life over here. And I'm learning something differently anyway. I'm learning how to just orchestrate my life differently, and I'm planning on developing myself over here to put everything in terms of audio programs up online somewhere forever, so that you guys can go and dwell upon it. And that's my Mega Drive. I mean, my Mega Drive is the answer here. I mean, it's all about my Mega Drive here. And I'm learning about that. I'm learning how my Mega Drive is the answer for me personally. So what I want to do is I want to learn to congratulate myself much more. I want to learn to help myself. So as I help myself, I have to teach people something about life. And I have to do that in an audio program all day long. and I have to be planning all day long with my words, something to help myself to succeed. So with my music production, I've realized everything's good. With my music production. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning to help myself to deliver information. And guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning how to have the Instagram that I need. So for my Instagram, I promise you, people are never too keen on my Instagram, but it's something to see, and people talk about it. I realize, although I become somebody very quickly by producing just this small amount of videos daily. I mean, just small amount of videos here and there. But that's over the course of 30 years. And now over the course of 30 years, I can make all these larger videos happen. And I can make more videos and more information blocks of time for myself over here, which I'm doing anyway with my audio programs. So I'm understanding that. So I'm understanding to just rock and roll myself into the best kind of frequency possible. I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that as I grow myself and I see how my mentors are doing it, I mean, they're posting images of themselves. I mean, they're doing all these kind of programs. I mean, they're doing different programs, and they're doing all these different aspects of life. So there's a lot of competition out there. I mean, in a sense, so it's more how it is. So a little bit that way, a little bit. So what I want to do is help myself to see that eventually I have to work the 9 to 5 very soon, and I just want to help myself to see that with my social worker, I say the truth, I say everything's the truth, and I let it be that way. And I move on from the information that I gave before to everybody, and I make sure that no matter what that I learn to expose myself totally. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver information, but make sure you understand that as I do my Nice and Beautiful programs with audio, I'm learning something. I'm learning something that I can put into a video. I can put everything into a video, but it's much more how I feel. That in this despair of the moment, I can realize how I need to keep talking words all day long. And all day long I have to be talking much more words so I can explain myself and my story. Now that's the thing. Now, since I'm actually understanding that, I'm understanding that it's a lot of information to do, where I'm understanding that small videos here and there can work for me, but audio programs is much more easier to deliver, and small videos on YouTube especially can work out for me because it's just a small video of 1 minute clips of information. And if I just stay consistent like that and proceeding to do my information like that, and then tagging my videos from now on and hashtagging it each and every time, I mean every single day, what I can do is a different aspect of life. I'm not saying that no matter what I have to ask people to subscribe to my YouTube channel and stuff like that, and it's more how I feel. If they want to subscribe, they subscribe. I mean, guess what? I only ever subscribe to people because I want to, not because they want me to. Whereas that's exactly what I do. I never subscribe to people's YouTube channel because they said so. I understand? I never do that. I subscribe to people's YouTube channel because I feel that they can help me. And never because they're saying subscribe below. I mean, understand? Because otherwise they give me orders and telling me what to do. I see. So if you tell people what to do, then they never do what you wanted them to do. I mean, understand? I mean, if I came in your house telling you what to do, you probably told me to get lost. I mean, understand? For actually, it's more how I'm never telling you what to do. I'm showing you how to do what you need to do. So, in a sense, so every single day, the what is a how. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to help myself to deliver my information processing. So I'm looking to help myself to just realize that no matter what, I'm learning something different along the way. I'm learning to become much greater about my life. And I'm learning to be great. I'm learning to be greater about my lifestyle. I'm learning to be greater about my lifestyle. So I understand anyway that what's important for me now is uploading this content online so I can dwell upon it much greater. So for myself at least, it's all about helping myself to grow myself over here. So I just make sure I can deliver content. So I need to deliver content. I need to plan my life with words. So with words, I can plan my life any day and any time. Currently now, that's all I need you guys to do. So if you're just talking words all day long, then eventually what happens is you stay in the Mega Drive application to be able to upload your content faster. And also just what happens is once you talk all day long with words, then it happens to be that you are doing greater. Always. Because that's how I feel. I feel greater for doing what I'm doing. So you must understand. So every single day, I'm learning how to get ahead of the game. So what's the game of life for me today is the difference maker, and the different way of life for me is happening right now. So I'm understanding straight away how I need to love myself differently. I'm enjoying myself differently. I'm learning to become the best version of myself today. And how do I become the best version of myself? I'm learning the different architectures of being able to help myself to succeed differently. But it's more practice for you. I promise you, it's more practice that you understand that no matter what, I have to do my synonyms today as well. I have to do my synonyms and antonyms. And I'm practicing something for nothing. I'm actually understanding that there is some kind of audiobook program out there that I can place my audiobooks on. And I can make audiobooks for free and place them online somewhere. But it's somewhere already online and it's already in my Mega Drive. So if I really go for Mega Drive, then I have to give my password to somebody. And throughout the decades to come, I realize somebody's going to lose that. I realize I asked Jesus Christ, is that the case? I mean, Jesus Christ says it's more likely that somebody is going to lose the content that I give them. I mean, they're saying because in Mega Drive it's perfect, in Mega Drive, but long term, I'm pretty sure now, are they going to lose it? I mean, are they really going to lose it? Because Linktree and all this kind of stuff. So I realize if I post it somewhere, if I link it into my YouTube account somewhere, if I link my information somewhere in a YouTube account, and I understand straight away it can work per video, where I never have to rely on Linktree or Instagram. I'm sure it can work like that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a different lifestyle. I'm doing something different for myself, and I help myself to become better and better throughout time. See now, there has to be a audiobook program. I say audible. I say audiobook. I say audiobook. I say create an audiobook. I say create an audiobook. So I can create an audiobook for myself. I see Authors Republic. I see we are the world's widest audiobook distribution network. I see register now. I see now these are different people over here. See if I just log on with them and I ask them to promote my book. And we're going to have a look and we're going to see are they able to grow my account. See, so that's how I feel about these people. See, anyway, I'm looking to help myself to do content.